Is MrBeast exploiting blind people for profit? And did he lie about curing blind people?
We'll see after it.
Trust me, you will see.
MrBeast's recent video has been a viral hit. 1,000 blind people see for the first time. It has almost 90 million views as of the time of recording this video. There's been some major drama after the release of the video, and some people even going as far as to call MrBeast demonic. Well, I am blind, so on a personal note, I'm a bit more concerned about the potential misconceptions that can come about from this video. As a member of the blind community, what do I think? Let's react.
I love how we're letting a guy who couldn't see a couple weeks ago drive us.
So I personally find this scene quite funny, but a lot of people are wondering whether it's safe to let someone who just had cataract surgery drive a car.
He had poor vision from birth and almost lost his entire vision after a go-karting accident.
The safety of this actually depends on whether this guy is considered legally blind after the surgery. Legal blindness is defined as having less than 20/200 vision or less than a 20-degree field of vision. But they're not on a public road, and it's actually totally possible for even people with partial vision to drive, so this might be totally okay. So this video was a really entertaining feel-good piece, but there are some problems. So first, to address the elephant in the room, is this exploitation. Yes, this is a viral piece, but it's not as immediately profitable as you might think. Cataract surgery is expensive. That's why the people in the video couldn't afford it themselves. In the United States, the cost of cataract surgery depends on where you are and, most importantly, whether or not you have insurance. According to Medicare claims, the cost of cataract surgery is between $1,600 to $2,600. Without insurance, it costs between $3,000 to $6,000. I know not everyone in the video was from the United States, but just to use these figures as a ballpark, that means the surgeries would have cost between $1.6 million to $6 million on this video alone. There's a lot we can say about how terrible healthcare is, but the bottom line is that MrBeast spent millions of dollars to help 1,000 people get treatment that they otherwise wouldn't be able to afford. But one bigger criticism I have about the video is that it unintentionally perpetuates quite a number of misconceptions about blind people like me. The video was incredibly entertaining and heartwarming, but rather uninformative. I know it's a MrBeast video, it's views at all costs. Literally. But it also would have been very helpful if Jimmy took the time to use his incredible platform as an opportunity to educate his audience. Plus, there is a particularly big complaint that the blind community has with the video that if MrBeast addressed would have made everything 100 times better. Well, I'm a blind person myself, so let's talk about it. By the way, just to quickly introduce myself, my name is Josh. I was diagnosed with glaucoma at age 7, which has caused my vision to diminish over time. Today, I can only see blurry colors and my vision field is less than 5%. I make educational videos about life with blindness, covering everything from the cool gadgets we use to funny stories from my personal life. So if you want to see more from me, get subscribed. Before we get to the big thing, let's hit on a few quick but important points. I know Jimmy never says this in the video, but one common misconception that people might accidentally take away from the video is that they might think all blindness is curable. It is not. It's one of the most common questions that I get, can your vision be cured with surgery? But no, not all eye conditions can be treated with surgery like cataract. My glaucoma, for example, is not curable and I will likely never see again. On top of that, MrBeast lied. Kinda. It's the way the word blindness was used and it's kinda confusing. Not everyone in the video was totally blind or probably even legally blind. Vision loss is a spectrum and not everyone sees the same. But I'm also guilty of this myself because saying blind is much easier and more concise than saying vision impairment. So no, it wasn't a lie, but it was somewhat confusing. Some elaboration would have been really helpful. Blindness is a spectrum. And the big thing, a lot of blind people are upset that MrBeast's video seems to imply that once you lose your eyesight, your entire life is just over.
Charlie sees everything like this, and it's made him and his family's life extremely difficult.
When patients go into surgery, there's a chance that they can get their life back.
This is a tricky conversation because it's true for some people and untrue for others. So for this guy, for example, he's a cashier and a relatively old dude. He's probably never had to consider a life with blindness until his cataract caught up with him, probably due to age.
I just want to get my vision back so I can go back to work.
There are assistive technologies like talking devices and screen magnifiers that help blind people like me so much. This helps a lot of blind people, me included, do things like work, read, and yes, enjoy websites like YouTube. But for someone older like him, it's not always realistic to expect him to have the time or resources to learn these tools. As far as I can tell, there's no such thing as a blind accessible cashier machine because there's probably no blind cashiers. So it's a really difficult and complex conversation. Blindness doesn't mean that your life is over, but only if you have the time, skills, and resources you need to learn these tools to land a suitable job. And of course, as with everything else, this puts people in lower socioeconomic levels at a disproportionate disadvantage. And I honestly think these are the types of people that MrBeast was trying to help. I know that I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have the tools and support that I have. I am very fortunate. If you are blind, let me know, what do you think? By the way, this joke here, I wonder if we'll get 1,000 more views on the people we cured, lol. I had to watch that video 5 times to make this video. Blind people can use YouTube too. If you enjoyed this video, click here to watch another one from me.